Hello everybody and welcome to Marwell Manor Farm by Oxygendavid. This is a farm set in Hampshire and it is one of my new Let's Plays. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is the starting point, and I think it is actually the main yard, although I don't know for sure because I've never played the map before, and I've never seen anybody else play on the map, so it is completely new for me. I've seen the screenshots, obviously on ModHub, but that is it. I've been really trying to keep it a secret, because I like to discover stuff for the first time in a video, because then there is this nice sense of achievement when you discover something very good. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be exploring for the first time, but first we should just have a quick look around the machines that we have here. So we have an Agro Liner, a Massey Ferguson Combine Harvester, we've got the Fendt, what is it, 1149 MT, and also John Deere 6230R. These are machines which are given to you by default. This is not anything I've set up, so I've not chosen the Massey Ferguson. Before anybody says I did not choose the Massey Ferguson, it's some random selection by Oxygendavid. So this is all very nice, very good. Now I must just say first of all, this is actually not my replacement Let's Play for Felsbrunn. The Felsbrunn Let's Play is going to be replaced by Peterville. This is a completely new Let's Play, and it's actually going to be 2 a week. I'm going to be running 2 a week, which I used to do in the days of FS15, but I stopped because I couldn't really keep up with it. But I think I can do now. I'm pretty sure, fairly confident, that I can keep up with 2 different maps at the same time. It's going to be good. I am really looking forward to it. So yes, nothing from Felsbrunn is being transferred. Everything from Felsbrunn will be transferred to Peterville in a week or so. So it's going to be most likely 3 days a week of this, and then maybe 2 days a week of another one, and then we'll alternate the following week, so 3 days of Peterville and then 2 days of this. So that is most likely the best way, unless of course I have even more time and I can do 2 a day, which would be good, but yeah, can't say for sure. It just might happen sometimes. So we have a very nice workshop just here, quite a bit of clutter, just to add to the farmyard feel, because there's always a bit of scrap metal about or something like that, some old machinery maybe. Oh, look at this, we've got a nice seed drill. Quite a big one, actually. I'm going to be very careful not to buy anything as well before actually checking and see what we have, because there could be anything lurking in these sheds. That's the same shed. Right, so let's go to this one over here. There could be something good in here. Yep, we've got a cultivator, quite a big one, and also a sprayer. That is good. Okay, yes, only I would go into the same shed twice in a different door. I thought there was something strange. I was about to say, oh look, we get another one, but no, that would not really be the case. That would be a bit strange. So yeah, it's a good little storage area here for some old stuff, maybe some bales. Doesn't really matter what, just a good storage area out of the way, and yeah, this looks really good. So this is obviously one of the first big maps released for FS19. It's not the first map. There are some other very good ones too, but I think it's probably one of the most highly anticipated ones at the moment. So we've got a mower, plough, weight, it's all good. Yeah, so silage pit, some triggers. This is the... Which farm is this? Let's just see here. Need to zoom in. Sheep, and then we've got the cows behind, and also the pigs must be at a different farm, I assume. We've got horses over here. So we do start off with all the animal pastures and enclosures in the map, so that is that's a nice idea. Okay, so yeah, let's begin. I can't go touring the yard for the rest of the video. I want to start farming. So which fields do we own for a start? 15, 18, 19, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yep, that's nice. I don't know if we own the forest. I assume we do because it's green, but yeah, can't say for sure. So we basically own everything south of the yard. We've got this area here which I've just been to. So yeah, what's going on in these 2 fields? Obviously the grass field is very nice to have. We have got a cultivated field and also a field ready to harvest. So I suppose the obvious thing is to start harvesting the barley. But actually, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should do two things at the same time. These look like some fairly big fields. I need to grab a tractor with a not with the cultivator, it's already cultivated, with a drill. Yes, let's get that right. Getting a bit excited. I tend to do this when a new map comes out. I get very excited and a bit turned around. So I suppose this is the best machine for the drill. So we'll take the fence. I do like that you start off with some big machines, because obviously we're starting off with some big fields, and if we didn't have the big machines it would be a bit of a struggle. So now I get to go and grab the seed drill, which I have discovered twice, and I'm going to have to put some seed in it. I don't know if we have any seed. We might already have some. I've got to say, this map is running smooth. This is running smoother than Felsbrunn, which is saying something considering that is the base map. That is the base game map. Whoop, that was enthusiastic. Okay, so, yes, do we have any seed? We might do, and if I do go and buy some and overlook something that we already have, it doesn't matter, because I'm always going to need it in the future. Let's just see here. Sometimes we do have some seed pallets just waiting for us, but on this occasion I'm not convinced. So, actually, what's something behind here? Okay, so I think this is probably a back entrance. That's an old chipper, isn't it? What is that? It's kind of like a chipper or something. Anyway, yes, enough of looking at everything. Yeah, I think this is a bit of wasteland behind the cow area, I think. Anyway, yes, we'll come on to that later, because I do hope to have some cows in the future. But first, we only have £100,000, so I do need to make sure I've got some crops growing. Let's venture down the road. Although, the entrance to the farm is probably the other way. The entrance to the field might be the other way. But even so, some seed would be good. And we get to see some of the other fields. So is that like a placeable area? Looks like it might be. Yeah, I'm going to go to the store anyway. Buy some seed and stuff. Nice little river. Because it's an excuse for me to go and explore. So, yes, even if we do have some, it doesn't matter. This is all very nice. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, it's all fairly self-explanatory, so I can't just keep saying it's really nice, because it is, it just is good. So far, I'm very impressed, but then again, I've never been not impressed with one of the Oxygendavid's maps. They've always been very good. And I've got to say, it's actually for the first time making FS19 shine, because, well, let's be honest, FS19 at the beginning was a bit of a disappointment because of the glitches and stuff. We had quite a few bugs, but then again, the base maps themselves, they're not exactly exciting as such. They're good. I wouldn't say they're bad, but yeah, I mean, they could be better. So this is for the first time showing FS19 in its true colours. Thank you, modders. I appreciate it so much. So down here we have got Rainbow Ridge stores. We've also got the Manor Egg Sell Point over there, the Sawmill, Southview Barn, Lime Station Shop, and finally over here we have the biogas plant, Spinnery, Animal Dealer, the dairy, and also the green something. It does say, let's just see here, Greendale Stores. There we go. Greendale, Postman Pat. So let's head back over here to the shop. I'm going to go and buy my seed. And I do need to start work in the cultivated field, getting the first crop put in. Now this is actually quite a tricky one, because I need to make sure I choose a really high yielding crop to get things kick-started to start the series off well. So that's where I came from originally, just basically touring the road here. I'm thinking probably oilseed rape, or canola, whatever you like to call it, because that can be a very good crop to do. Okay, is that the place down there? For the first time it's always a maze, but then you soon get used to it. Down there to the left was actually the egg sell point, so I'll keep a note of that for the future. Further on down here we have the shop and other various places, such as Greendale Stores. Lots of trees. It definitely feels like Hampshire, it really does. Can't look left and right too much, but yes, we'll be discovering everything in due course. Okay, so we've discovered something else just here. This is actually... oh, it is the shop. This is the shop. So, yeah, the giveaway, I suppose, is the posts just here, which have all the machinery brands. So, I'm going to go and buy my seed. Again, there could be seed refill points in the yard, but yeah, I just want to be here anyway. So, that's repairing the vehicle. There'll be another one, no doubt, for buying stuff, but I have a shortcut anyway. Press P. Let's go and buy some big bags. I think probably 2 or 3 to begin with. Probably go for 3. And I'm not too sure if this one actually does any fertilizer. Oh, it does. Right, okay, so I need to get some fertilizer too. Yeah, it might be a bit more than 3. It is a very large drill. Then again, it could be 3 exactly. That is perfect. Absolutely spot on. Now for the fertilizer, I have no idea how much fertilizer it's going to take. Some of these machines take the slightest amount of fertilizer, others take absolutely loads. I would say it's going to take the slightest amount, but we'll see. Could it be 2? Could this be 50% exactly? I think it is. Wow, I've got that right. I've actually succeeded. This is looking good for the rest of the series. Then again, with such a good map, it's going to be difficult to go wrong. Sometimes it can be difficult to get a series off the ground, a Let's Play off the ground, if the map isn't really up to it. But it's been a very, very long time since I've had that problem. In fact, I don't think it happened at all in FS17, and obviously not in FS19 yet, because I've only ever played Felsbrunn. There was probably 1 or 2 maps in 15 where I just couldn't really continue because it didn't have the map didn't have the strength to keep the series going, which is sad, because I know that a lot of effort still goes into all of the maps, even if it is not a very good one. But yeah, being totally honest, there hasn't been a bad map for an incredibly long time, and I think the majority of the mappers and modders for the FS series are just geniuses. How they produce some of these pieces of artwork, I have no idea. I could never do it. Okay, so I'm going to be going to the farm, not down there, it's the Excel point. It's actually to the right over here. And then I need to discover the entrance to the large cultivated field. I think it's here. Yep, that's my turning. And it should say on the gate anyway. Marwell Manor Farm. Good, just in case I get lost, because I might need that in the future. So I'm still looking out for the entrance to the field. I do think it's the other way though. Pretty sure it is. It seems so peaceful. Except for the tractor thundering through, of course, but yeah, otherwise very peaceful. And you'll be pleased to know I've got my steering wheel sorted, so I can do some nice gentle steering. At one point I was actually considering doing this as a multiplayer map, but I just didn't think it would do it justice. It needs to be a proper full-length Let's Play in single player, not just a 5-episode series on multiplayer. So that is why I'm here today doing this episode. Starting things early. Wow. That is a big field. This might take a while, but it doesn't matter because I have a worker. I have no restriction on using workers, and it's actually not too difficult because I have almost £100,000, plus we have some fairly impressive machinery. So I suppose what I should do first of all is the headland. I know that will upset a few people because you don't always do the headland first, but for using a worker I always do, because it can confuse the worker if you don't put the headland there, because it will crash into a tree. So it just gives it another larger border to turn around in. Very nice. It's a different texture, I think. Well, it is. It's definitely a different texture. So I'll do my usual 3 laps of the field. Something I'd usually do for the combine, but yeah, I'm going to do it for the drill, for the reasons I've just explained. It just makes everything so much less stressful when you don't have the drill wrapped around a tree. I'm not saying it would happen, because it wouldn't necessarily, but it always seems to for me. So yeah, we've got the canola going in. This is a very good crop. And I do like that you have to put the crop in yourself, but you do start off with the drill. Because that obviously makes it harder. But at the same time, we do have a field to harvest straight away as well. So you really can just have the option here to do whatever you fancy. Right, that's enough talking from me for the time being. See you in a second. I think 2 times around might be enough, you know. I'm going to set it off in a worker now, and then we can just make sure it's all working, and I can then move on to the next job, which is hopefully going to be setting up the combine harvester and a tractor and trailer for harvesting the barley. So yes, I don't think I want to set it off here. It needs to be over the far side there, otherwise it's going to get very confused and start working in the middle of the field. Now, whatever happens, the first time is always going to be a bit messy, so as long as it corrects itself, there should be no issue starting it here. There we go, that seems to be quite good. So yeah, I keep an eye on it and hope for the best. This is the most important part. It's managed to go all the way to the bottom of there and turn around, so if it can do this, then it's fine to leave on its own unattended. It seems to be absolutely perfect. So this is going very well. Yep, I've got no issues with that. Should be fine for the rest of the field. And I think this field is actually free of any obstacles. I don't think there's any pylons in it or anything. But the other field looks like it does do. So now into my other tractor. Actually, I just need to change the setting for the worker. Done. It was on pay-as-you-go for fertiliser and seed and fuel, which is not really a good thing because it can cost you an absolute fortune, especially if you just spent the money refilling it anyway. So yeah, we've got the tractor here, we've got the trailer here, and we've obviously got the combine next to it. So I'm now ready to go over to the field. Just turn the tractor's engine off to begin with. I need to change that setting too. There we go. Yeah, so interesting, it's Massey Ferguson, but I'm not complaining. That is a good thing. However, when it comes to combine harvesters, I would always choose Class. So, well, hopefully Class is coming to FS19 as a DLC. I'm assuming it is doing. But yeah, I always go for Class combines and Massey Ferguson tractors. Right, okay, so yeah, we've got some barley ready to harvest. Need to make the most of it. As for farm silos, I think, yeah, just over there, we have got somewhere to store it. If the price isn't good, I'm still going to be very cautious with the way I do this. It's going to be hopefully a semi-realistic series, so I don't want to be just selling stuff for the sake of selling it. I want to make sure the price is actually at a really good price with high demand. Otherwise, I could be potentially setting this series back quite a bit. Okay, so is there any space here? Yep, there does seem to be. Park the trailer to one side. There we go. Should be good. Back up and attach, and then we'll be off. We'll be ready to go. Although, maybe I should bring the tractor over here first. Not too sure. Now, I do have crop destruction switched on, so I don't want to go into the crop. Unless I'm harvesting, obviously. Oh look, I've gone in the crop. Typical. Yes, I must be very careful. But that is a nice big field as well, with some obstacles. So, just need to make sure I miss those poles and I'll be alright. I'm going to make sure I put this onto swath mode because I do want to make some bales, and I would love to use the new class baler which is on Mod Hub. Looks really good. So we are threshing. Yeah, this is going to be a nice bit of income fairly soon. I don't know what the price is like currently, but I'm assuming it is okay because I've not sold them things, so there should be no issues with supply and demand. Let's just take a look here. Yep, the price is increasing all the time, so yeah, I think what I'd do is either sell it straight off the field or just wait a tiny amount of time before I go over to the sell point and yeah, make the small fortune. But it's filling up fairly slowly, so I should be okay at doing one headland, hopefully. If I can get back to the start, then, well, that would be very helpful. But, yep, it's a pretty big field, so chances are it's going to be unlikely. This is a very good map for that Lexian Combine, which I used on Felsbrunn once, so I think, yeah, the first thing we're going to upgrade is the Combine Harvester, but the tractors are both really good, not really any point in changing those, so yep, they'll be staying. Well, I'm about halfway around and about half full, so it's going well. 3/4 full now, and I think about 3/4 of the way around, although, actually, yes, I might not get quite to the top, but even so, it's not like having to go all the way around the field, or half the way around the field, just to unload. I suppose the AgriLiner trailer could be replaced as well with a mod trailer at some point, but I'm not just going to go and change it straight away, just for the sake of changing it. I want to make sure I make some good decisions here, financially. You can see the drill in the background still working. It's a good sight. Plenty of birds in the field as well, loads of birds. Right, I would put the auger out, but I've just realised there's loads of trees, no point doing that. I'll wait until it's totally full. Although this is quite a good opening to actually unload in. Yeah, I think I'll be reversing back into there. Because that is full. Okay, so, yeah, just need to grab the tractor and trailer. Park that there. Here it is, the good old 6R tractor. It's actually a very nice tractor. I'd always choose this over the 6M, purely because it just sounds better, but the 6M is okay. I wouldn't say anything negative against it. Right, is my Fendt tractor still working? Hopefully it is. I did see that a worker was blocked, but that was possibly just the fence. Yep, I think it's continued. The Fendt has ignored the fence. I really do like all these puddles. I think they look very good, very realistic. So there we go. We're unloading. I'll be going around the headland 3 times. I did say 3 times for the drill, but it just wasn't really necessary. Absolutely perfect timing. Now I can already see that some of these fields are absolutely gigantic, so the way I'll actually tackle that in a Let's Play is to do a stream, and then I can do all the harvesting in the stream and get it all done, because the streams are obviously much longer than the episodes, and I don't like to just have an episode of harvesting and nothing else at all. Whereas with a stream it's a bit different because you can do the harvesting, you can chat as well, and obviously you can do other stuff in between. So that is the way I'm going to tackle the really big fields. This one is okay for an episode, but obviously, yeah, I think what I've seen is some fairly extreme fields. For example, 18, the one which I'm currently drilling, that is big. But it's not a bad thing. 5, 7, 21, they're all fairly large, although 15 is quite big as well. So what I'll try and do probably is buy field number 2 and 3, and we'll keep them in the episodes, and all the smaller grass fields as well. Possibly even convert some grass fields into some arable fields. We'll see about that. But yeah, the potential here is massive. It's obviously such a really good map, and the amount of things I'm going to be able to do here should be quite impressive. All thanks to Oxygendavid. So anyway, one more headland today, and then we'll be moving on to episode 2 probably tomorrow. Would it be tomorrow? Possibly tomorrow. It depends. It really does depend. I'm a bit busy tomorrow, so it might be an issue. But yeah, hopefully very soon I'll be doing some more on here, because well, it's clearly a very, very well made map, and I think it's a bit of a game changer as well. It's going to change the way that a lot of people look at Farming Simulator because of the quality that has been brought in. So anyway, yeah, 3rd headland, and then I'll be emptying the trailer most likely, either into the silo or going to the sell point to make our first bit of money. Thinking about it, I might have to put the Fendt Challenger. I always like to call it a Fendt Challenger. I shouldn't do, because it's not. The Fendt 11, whatever it is, 49 MT, something. I feel like putting that on the baler because that's my only available tractor at the moment. But what I could do, possibly, is put the Fendt on the trailer and then bale with the John Deere. But that would seem strange because, yeah, that tractor is better suited to the trailer, and the higher horsepower tractor is better suited to the baler. So yeah, I'm hopefully going to be buying it in the next episode, but I might have to sell a bit more of this crop first, and obviously I might have to consider a few other factors to make sure I actually have the money available, as I might have to buy something more important sooner. So we'll have to just wait and see. I don't actually know how much the class baler costs, the one on Mod Hub, so we'll have to see. The other thing which is incredibly well done is the way that you can't see the map boundary. This is done with the depth of field, and as you can see it goes out of focus, the depth of field. So yeah, it's just like an infinite map. You just can't see where the end is. So well, I can imagine that is actually very hard to perfect, but as usual, it's been done. Okay, I should be able to get to the end, hopefully. Make it nice and neat. And I've just realised I've missed a tiny piece just there, which is worth getting. Every grain counts. I'm not sure if that actually contributed, but anyway, there we go. That's another 8,325 litres to add to the trailer, which must be almost full. It might not even hold this load. Some space in the front. Oh, it's not going to hold it all. I might be just going to the yard. We will see. What's the current price? Ah, we've actually got one stopping here at 702, and that is a very good price. So, yes, Greendale Stores is where we're going to. I will just set a marker because I'm bound to go to the wrong place. I think it's that one, but they've all blurred into one, so I'm kind of... Oh no, it does say. There we go. That one there. Right, we'll tag it. So from here, it is in that direction. That is good. I don't think there's a way to go across the field, though. I have to go around, although I could be wrong. Still discovering. I'll go the way I know. We'll go on the road. So yeah, 21,000 litres. We might be making about 15 or 16,000 pounds here. Boosting us back over 100,000 again. That's doing very well. No issues. I'll leave it going, and that should be finished by the beginning of the next episode. It's also putting in the fertiliser, so I don't need to do any spraying at the moment, but as soon as I do, I've got the sprayer, and it also might be the case that I need to put some lime on there once I've harvested that crop, because the lime has to be cultivated in. Blind bends. That would be fun in multiplayer. You just don't know who might be coming flying around the bend. Most likely me. Anyway, yeah, we're turning left at the end of here. Whoa, that is a tight bend. I need to calm down. Is that my field? No. No, my field was way back there, for number 19. Just so I familiarise myself with this, we've got field number 15, 18 and 19. Off we go. Greendale Stores, here we come. The frame rate is perfect. I don't know why Felsborough is so difficult to run. This is just running so smoothly. Which means if my internet will allow me to, I could upload at 60 frames per second. It just depends how it will affect the file size. I don't know if it does affect the file size too much, but if it doesn't, I can do that. But then I have the issue of actually creating issues for my viewers, because it does. I'm pretty sure it takes a lot more internet power to watch the video if you put it to 60 frames per second if you're in HD. So I might just stick to 30. I'm stuck behind a car. Could go for an overtake. Indicator on. Here we go, we've got a clearing. Floor it. Good old deer. And that was worth it, because I think this is my turning. I think. I don't know for sure. I think I've turned up at somebody else's house. Hang on, wait. Well, even so, it's still going to be interesting to see what this place is. It could be the egg place again. Still getting used to things. Plenty of space anyway. For people like me who go to the wrong place. Yeah, this is the... oh, it's actually the animal dealer. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the animal dealer. Worth visiting. Nice livestock trailer. Some stables. For a moment I thought that was a barbecue, but no. That would be kind of strange, having a barbecue in a stable. Right, so yeah, that's a nice place. Obviously it's a place we're going to be visiting at some point in the future, when I come to buy my cows. I'm probably going to do cows, I think. Because I've already done some sheep, and horses, and chickens on Felsborough. But yeah, again, this is nothing to do. This is nothing to do with Felsborough at all. It's not even the same continuation of the Let's Play. So I'll just go for anything. But I think it will be cows. So now to the correct destination. Which is down there, and the turning is here. Greendale Stores. Seems like a big place. And there is my sell point. Yes, like I said, hopefully 15 or 16,000 pounds if all goes to plan. £702 per 1,000 litres. Thereabouts. Yep, 702. Come on, 16,000. 14,757. Still very good. It's not a very big trailer, and it is only barley. It's not a really high yielding crop such as the canola. So we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the series so far. Episode number 1. Also, of course, the largest thank you to Oxygendavid for creating and sharing such a quality piece of work. And, well, I think, to be honest, Giants should really look at this and learn from it. Their work is very good, but it could be improved. Giants do need to put a little bit more effort into the standard games, but Farming Simulator is a game I'll always support. Very good, and clearly always improving. So there we go. See you again soon. Bye for now.